Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am back from my very much planned, 1 month hiatus from uploading videos. I hope you guys have been doing well in that time, and if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. It is nice to have you here on the channel. I hope you stick around and become part of my little family on the internet. October was a really interesting month for me. It was really busy at work and my personal life wasn't too crazy, but it was just nice to kind of have that break. At some point at the beginning of October, I packed up my bags and I figured I got permission from work actually to work remotely for like a week. And once I got that permission, I packed up my bags and decided that I was going to drive home to visit my mom and just spend some time with her, and escape the city a little bit, because the city my mom lives in is a lot quieter. So it was just nice to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and move at a much slower pace. And I always enjoy the drive down there. It's just always, I have this thing where I just get a drink, and my favorite drinks lately has been a iced chai tea latte with oatmeal from Starbucks. But I really like the drive up there. It's really just open grassland or farmland, and you can sort of see the mountains on the side, right? And I think on this particular evening the sun was setting, and it was just so absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I really always enjoy my drives there, and I had a good time. When I was back there, like I said, there's just sort of like this slower pace to that city, and I sort of felt the need to slow down a lot, and it was really nice. The sunrises in the morning were lovely to be able to, kind of get up slowly and take that in. I also enjoyed lots of walks. I think one thing I really like about this part of town is there's like nice parks and nice areas to walk along, and I feel like I don't really have that here. I guess I do in a way, but it just feels much better when I go visiting. And I also got the opportunity to hang out with my friends. On one particular evening, they made me dinner. They made me, I think this is called banku. I'm pretty sure it's called banku, and like a pepper type sauce, and I thought it was one of the most delicious things I'd ever had. But anyway, after the week ended, I packed up my stuff, and of course my mom got me sorted. I left there with quite a bit of food, and when I got back home, I decided that I wanted to color a wig that I had. It's kind of had like brown highlights and stuff, so I went in and colored it because I wanted it quite a bit darker. So I did that, and I also decided it was time to take out my braids. As much as I love these braids, I just could not do them. I think I had them in for like 6 weeks. I was hoping I could make it to 8 weeks, and I thought I really could, but my scalp was getting itchy, and it just felt like it was just time to snip it all off and wash my hair and just do something different. I think I was really in the mood for a different style. So I did that, and I put on the wig, and it looked really, really good, but it was like a full on like frontal, and just the lace around my head felt weird, so I took it off like a week later. But I really like the color though. And I guess in between all of this, I enjoyed some really chill nights alone, watching Netflix and drinking lime and bubbly, which is probably one of my favorites. And also here, I think one of my colleagues was leaving, so we did like a farewell thing for her. But again, during all these, like during this time, I spent quite a few evenings and Friday nights, Saturday nights, or whatever nights on my own. So I would enjoy, I don't drink frequently, but sometimes I like to enjoy a glass of wine and sit down and watch a movie on Netflix, usually either a sappy rom-com or an action movie. Yeah, and those are just kind of like the nights I look forward to, is just, you know, chilling by myself, enjoying my own company, not being distracted with my phone. And and something I also started doing to really reduce the amount of screen time I'm spending on my phone was kind of like putting my phone in a different place than I am. So for instance, if I'm in the living room, my phone's in the bedroom, and I try to make sure I don't check it until like at certain points of the day. And I found that has really helped in terms of limiting how much time I'm spending on my phone. So that was nice. We also at work had a week where it was kind of like we all came together and spent a lot of time learning and socializing and going out and eating good food. We went to this place called Luca. It's downtown. It's like, oh, that pasta was probably one of the best pasta I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely delicious. But yeah, the food was amazing. And if you live in Calgary, I highly recommend. But yeah, that was a good week. And my colleague also actually introduced me to Colin Hoover. So I read It Ends With Us, and I've actually also read It Starts With Us. But I've been hearing all about her all over the internet. And you know what? For good reason. This book was absolutely amazing. Threw me for a loop. Did not expect it to go the way it did. And if you haven't read it, highly recommend. It will suck you in. I finished it in like, I want to say 4 hours. It was that good. And I guess this is just me showing my outfits. I got these new shoes from College Spring, much different than anything I own, but I absolutely love them. And I think this is also one of the nights where at work we went out for drinks. So I got myself a martini. And then it snowed. Our first real snowfall, and it was a dumping, and it was wet and disgusting, but it snowed. And then it stopped snowing for a couple weeks, and now it's snowed again. But you know, it's October. It was October at this point, and so it was expected. And I guess it was kind of nice to see the snow again, although not really a big fan of the cold and the wetness. But in the middle of all this, I decided that I had it with my sofa, and I was gonna sell it and get a new sofa. So I disassembled it. So no, first of all, I put it up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Once I found someone to buy it, I disassembled it and sold it to the person that wanted it, and now it has a new home. And now I have a new couch. This one's from IKEA. It's white, which I don't know if I will be happy with in the next little bit. But yeah, it's nice and comfortable, and I love it. So that was pretty much my October in a nutshell. Obviously, things happened in the month that I didn't really capture. For instance, my vehicle having to be in the shop for 4 or 5 days. That was totally unexpected, and it threw a wrench in a lot of my plans. But at that moment, I think I was just, yeah, I didn't think to capture it. But yeah, this month was really nice, and just relaxing in some ways, refreshing in a lot of other ways. And I really got a chance to kind of step back and learn to be with myself, and I think that was very much needed. I hope that was able to come through in this video. Obviously, I still lived my life, and I still had to record clips here and there, but again, they're just very little moments of my, you know, actual day-to-day throughout the month. But that is everything that I have to share for today's video. Thank you so much for being here and staying tuned until the end. I really truly appreciate, and I'm grateful for every single person that you know, is subscribed to me and that watches every one of my videos. I see y'all, you leave comments, you like the videos. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm so thankful for you. But that is pretty much everything that I have to share today. I will be back next week, back to my regularly scheduled program, and we'll be uploading as per usual. So really excited to get back into that. But that's everything for now, and I'll see y'all next time in another video. Bye.